There's a type of person Carl Jung warned us about. Someone who seems calm, polite, nice, but under the surface, they're dangerous. Not to others, but to themselves. And maybe it's you. This is the person who avoids conflict at all costs. The one who keeps the peace, even when they're breaking inside. The one who never says no, never speaks up, never wants to be a burden. They don't yell. They don't complain. They just quietly disappear inside themselves. And everyone around them says they're so easygoing. But Jung would say they're in danger because a person who never lets themselves speak eventually forgets how. Carl Jung believed we all have a shadow. Parts of ourselves we push away because they feel wrong. Anger, jealousy, assertiveness, rage. When you suppress these traits, they don't vanish. They go underground. And from there, they run your life. Jung wrote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." The person who refuses to feel anger becomes passive-aggressive. The person who avoids conflict attracts people who exploit them. That's the trap. And it's silent. No explosion. No fight. Just quiet, invisible damage. You keep giving. You keep forgiving. You keep tolerating. But inside, resentment grows. You don't explode. You erode. You smile at your boss when they cross a line. You say, "It's fine," when your partner forgets again. You nod through family dinners where no one really listens. That's not kindness. That's self-erasure. And the worst part? You start to hate yourself for it. You start to believe your own silence means you have nothing worth saying. But it's not your voice that's broken. It's your habit of swallowing it. The longer you ignore your shadow, the more it controls you. You'll sabotage relationships because you can't express what you want. You'll explode in moments that make no sense. You'll keep attracting people who mirror your silence with absence. And one day, you'll say, "I don't know who I am anymore." But the truth is, you always knew. You just weren't allowed to be that version of you. So how do you start reclaiming yourself? You face the parts of you that you've been trained to bury. Jung said, "There is no coming to consciousness without pain." And that's true. But there's also freedom. Start small. Notice when your stomach tightens. That's your body telling you a boundary was crossed. Say no without explaining why. When anger rises, don't shut it down. Write it out. Let it breathe. Your job isn't to be agreeable. Your job is to be real. You might be the person Jung warned us about. Not because you're flawed, but because you've been told that silence is noble. It's not. Silence can be violence when it's aimed at yourself. So speak. Interrupt. Get messy. Not to hurt others, but to finally stop hurting yourself.